Good evening, children.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, beta. Yes, please turn on your videos, everyone. Yes, good evening, Bhavesh.
Good evening.
Yes, Neha, turn on the video. Good evening, Neha.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay. So you all celebrated the Shera?
Yes, ma'am.
How was it?
Good, ma'am. Good.
Chalo, you studied also something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. So in the last class, we were doing algebra. Is it? How
Yes,
many of
ma'am.
you revised algebra, whatever we had done in the previous week?
Ma'am, I have.
You did. Chanakya, what about you?
Yes, ma'am, I did, but I was absent for the last class.
Okay,
The one I was present, I revised everything.
very nice. Good. You must see the previous lecture also, okay? The ones that you have missed, you can see the recording.
Okay, ma'am.
So, Bhavesh, you also revised? Very nice. Good. What about Harshit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So, we'll continue, okay? We'll continue the chapter and then we'll take some more extra questions also after that. Once we finish the book exercise, then we'll take up extra questions. Okay, let's move to the screen. Okay, this was the exercise we were doing, right? 11.4 exercise.
Yes, ma'am.
So we had done these sums. The first question, all parts were done. Okay, all the 5 parts were done. Now we have to move on to question number 2. This one. Now let's see what this question says. Change the following statements. Please read the question carefully, understand it. Change the following statements using expressions into statements in ordinary language. Okay, let's see. The example is also given here. Salim scores R runs in a cricket match. Nalin scores R plus 15 runs. So in ordinary language, how do you write it? Nalin scores 15 runs more than Salim. You understood this? Did you understand the example?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This, see, in the question statement, the same thing was given in 2 sentences, right? That Salim scores R runs and Nalin scores R plus 15. So in a combined statement, you wrote as Nalin scores 15 runs more than Salim. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's see the first one. A notebook cost rupees P, a book cost rupees 3p. Now how will you write it in the ordinary language, Trilokya?
Ma'am, the book costs 3 times more than the notebook.
The book cost 3 times more than the cost of the notebook. Okay, that's correct. Okay, next, turn on, keep the videos on, Neha. Second one. Yes, Neha.
Yes, ma'am, just a minute.
B part. Tony puts Q marbles on the table. He has 8 Q marbles in his box. So you have to write it in an ordinary language. Say Neha.
Okay. Ma'am, this means the marbles that Tony has in the box are 8 times the marbles on the table.
Very nice. Okay, so the marbles in the box are 8 times the marbles on the table. Very good. Next, Bhavesh. Bhavesh.
Ma'am, the school has 20 times the students in our class.
Yes, the school has 20 times the students in our class. Very good. Okay, Harshit, tell me the next one.
Ma'am, Jaggu's uncle is 4 times of his age, and her aunt uh, is uh, is 3 less than his uncle's age.
Very nice. Very good. Okay, given that Jaggu is Z years old, so Jaggu's uncle is, you will write, Jaggu's uncle is 4 years older than Jaggu, and Jaggu's aunt is 3 years younger than his uncle. Right?
Ma'am, 4 times Jaggu's age.
4 times Jaggu's age. No, uncle is 4 times Jaggu's age. So he's 4 years older than 4 times Jaggu's age. Okay, not 4 years older, 4 times. And aunt is 3 years older than, younger than his uncle. Very good, Harshit. Okay, Adya is here. Has Adya joined?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Trilokya, say this E part.
Ma'am, I didn't understand that part, ma'am.
You didn't understand the E part?
Yes, ma'am.
See, in an arrangement of dots, there are R rows. Each row contains 5 dots. There are R number of rows. Okay. And in each row, there are 5 dots. In each row, there are 5 dots. So that means 5 dots and R rows are there. So that means how many are the total dots here? 5 into R.
Yes, ma'am.
So what will you write? The number of dots in an arrangement are 5 times the number of rows.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, the dots are 5 times the number of rows. So the number of dots in an arrangement are 5 times the number of rows.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
So this was just a simple English that you have to frame a sentence. Okay, let's see now question number 3. Neha, please read the question number 3.
Yes, ma'am. Given Munu's age to be X years, can you guess what X minus 2 may show? Hint. Think of Munu's younger brother. Can you guess what X plus 4 may show? What 3X plus 7 may show?
So Neha is saying Manu's age is X years given. Now, what do you guess? What can you guess what X minus 2 may show? So X minus 2 means somebody who is 2 years younger than Manu. Is it?
Yes.
So what do you think X plus 4 will show?
Ma'am, someone older than Munu.
Yes, somebody who is 4 years older than Manu. Is it? And what will 3x plus 7 show?
Ma'am, very older than Munu.
Somebody who is 7 years more than 3 times Manu's age. Are you understanding, children? Yes, Trilokya, Bhavesh, Harshit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So this is the same as we were doing. Only thing is we just had to represent in terms of Manu's age. Okay. Okay, let's see further. Given Sarah's age today to be Y years. Okay, so today it's saying the present age of Sarah is Y years. Think of her age in the future or in the past. What will be the following expressions indicate? Now, what will this expression indicate, Bhavesh?
Ma'am,
Y plus
why?
7.
Ma'am, 7 years older.
Sarah's age after 7 years.
Yes, ma'am.
No? So Sarah's age after 7 years. So that means that will be Y plus 7. Okay.
Yes.
Harshit, tell me what is this Y minus 3 will show?
Ma'am, Sarah's age younger of 3 years.
3 years younger. Very
Younger.
nice. Okay, Neha, Y plus 4, 1 by 2.
Ma'am, Sarah's age after 4.5 years.
Very nice. Trilokya, next. Y minus 2.5, 2.5.
Ma'am, Sarah's age before 2.5 years.
Sarah's age 2.5 years back. Okay. Okay, given n students in the class like football, what made 2n show? Okay, n are the number of students in the class who like football. What made 2n shows? 2n means? Yes, Trilokya? 2n means?
2 times some.
2 times the number of students who like football, no? So that double the number of students who like football. So that means all these children who like to play something. What may n by 2 shows? N by 2 means half the number of students who like football.
Number of students divided like football divided by 2.
So all those students who like football, just reduce them to half the number. Okay? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, like suppose you can just take an example. Like suppose if n students like to play football and it's saying 2n. 2n means double the number of children. So you can say like 2n number of students like to play football plus basketball. Right? Okay, like this you can say 2n likes to play few more games also. Okay, because n students like to play football. So 2n means what will the remaining half students here will do if the number is increased? That means they may like football and some more games also. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
n by 2 is half the number of children, half the number of players who like to play football. So if you reduce to half, that means half of them like to play uh, any other game, because n students like to play football, so n by 2 maybe like to play some other game, basketball. Okay, because I'm saying this because it's written here, think of games other than football. So that's what I'm saying, right? Okay, children,
Okay, ma'am.
understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone understood these two questions, question 2
Yes,
and
ma'am.
3?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall we move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is an equation? See, so far, whatever we did up here in the above exercises, that was all to make an expression. How to make an algebraic expression. Y plus 5, y minus 3, 3y plus 5. All these were how to form an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression means the expression which is in terms of a variable and some constant terms. Okay. Now, in the later part of the chapter, we will now study how do we form an equation. Now, how algebraic expression is different from an equation. Now, see children, whenever equal to sign comes between the algebraic expressions, here there is some algebraic expression, here also there is some number or algebraic expression. So whenever the equal to sign comes into the picture, we call it an equation. Okay? Whenever, I'll show you examples, whenever equal to sign comes into the picture, we call it an algebraic equation. Okay, let's see what is written here. Here also it is written. Note that an equation has an equal sign between its two sides. Between the left hand side and the right hand side, there is an equal to sign. Okay. Any equation like the above in the condition on a is a condition on a variable. It is satisfied only for a definite value of the variable. Okay, so we have should we move further? Uh, okay, we'll take some examples here. Okay, now see here. Look here, let us do an exercise. State which of the following are equations with a variable. Now, which equations has a variable here? This equation has a variable, first one. The first equation has a variable.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is
Yes.
variable?
The X is the variable.
The x is the variable. The alphabet which is there in the expression is the variable. So x is the variable. It's written S and x is the variable. In this expression, in the B part, is a variable?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, there is no variable. This, okay. And this one, C part,
Ma'am, no, because there is no equal to sign.
this is not an equation because there is no equal to sign. But the variable is of course there.
Yes,
ma'am.
And the second one, is this an equation with a variable?
ma'am. D1.
Yes,
Ma'am.
one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the variable is n, and of course there is equation equal to sign. So this is an equation also. Are you understanding?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So E bit, is this an
Ma'am.
equation variable?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's equal.
Ma'am, B is the variable.
And B is the variable. What about this? Is there equal to sign?
No, ma'am.
There is no equal to sign. So this is not an equation. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
But the variable is y. Okay. So now you understood how do equations look like?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Plus,
ma'am.
now suppose if it is written x plus 20 is equal to 7. So that means x has to be that some value. We have to find that value of x to which we multiply with 20 should give us 70. Isn't that?
See, ma'am.
Yes. So what should we do here?
We should subtract 20 and
Ah,
7.
So when this 20 goes on the other side, you know, when any number moves to other side of the equal to sign, the sign gets changed.
Change.
Right? If it is plus here, it will become minus on the other
Yes.
side. So this will become when 20 goes on the other side like this, it becomes minus. And so we do 70 minus 20, which gives us 50. So value of x will be 50. Okay, this is how we find the value. Okay, the value which satisfies this equation. The value which satisfies this equation is the value of x. We just cannot take any value for x. If I take 1, 2, 3, 10, 15, will that satisfy the equation?
No.
No, no.
No, ma'am.
Why? Because left hand side should always be equal to right hand side. If I take any value, suppose I take 15 here. So 15 plus 20, will that be equal to 70?
No,
Will
ma'am.
that be
No,
equal
ma'am.
to 70? No, no. So that means left hand side is not equal to right hand side, and that is not true then. So we have to take that particular value for x. Okay, and that value is found when we do this way. Okay. We
Okay,
cannot just take any value for any number. Okay. Following are some examples of an equation. Okay, let's see here. Fill in the blanks as required. Okay, these are also some examples from the book. Okay. Okay, tell me, is this an equation with a variable? First one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this
Yes,
is an equation and the variable is? What is the
Ma'am, X.
variable?
X.
X. Okay, tell me the second one.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
P.
It's a equation.
It's an equation with variable p.
P.
Next one, Neha. Neha, tell me,
Yes, ma'am.
this is an equation. Variable is what?
Ma'am, variable is n.
L. Okay, Trilokya, tell me about this one.
Yes, ma'am. It is an equation with the variable t.
Variable is t. Okay, Harshit, tell me this.
Ma'am, it is an equation with variable L.
L. Very nice. Avesh, tell me this one.
Ma'am, it is an equation with variable m.
M. Okay, good. Now, solution of an equation. How to find the solution? Solution means the one which we found. This was an example. How to find the solution? That means how to find that particular value of x which makes left hand side equal to right hand side. That value of x is called solution. Okay? Okay, children? Now, let's see. Now, if I am taking an small expression here, algebraic equation, 2n equals to 1. So, what will be my value for n? How will I solve? Solving an equation means finding the value of the variable. So, the variable will, yes. Now, see this 2 is multiplying with n this side. When it goes on the other side, it will become divide. Okay? Multiplying changes to divide. Similarly, divide changes to multiply when they change signs. Okay. So now 10 by 2 will be 2 ones are 2 fives are. So value of n is 5 here. Yes. So can we check now? We can check 2 into n. 2 into n means 2 into 5 will give us 10. And we can say here left hand side is equal to right hand side. Yes.
Ma'am.
I hope you are understanding. If you have any doubts, please ask. Anyone has any doubt till here? Anyone? Trilokya, Harshit, Neha, Bhavesh?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's take more examples here. Okay, let's see this. This is a table here. Now it's saying the equations are given in this column. Okay, equations are given in this column. And in this column, there are some values of the variables are also given. You have to say that whether that value is a solution or not. Is it a solution of the equation or not? How can you say that it is a solution of the equation? Solution of an equation is only when you have left hand side equals to right hand side. Suppose this is x plus 10 equals to 30. And if I take x equals to 10 here, so 10 plus 10 will become 20. Yes. And 20 is not equal to 30. So what will I say? That this is not a solution. You get it?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understood this? Okay, now here, see in the second part, I'll show you explain you 2-3 parts, then you will tell me the other one. Okay, I'll take something different now. Let's take this ninth part. Now t by 5 is 4. Now it's saying the value of t is 25. Okay, let's check whether it is correct or not. Now if in place of t, if I write 25 because the value of t is given 25 and I do like this. So 5 ones are 5 5 are 25. So is this 5 equals to 4? No way,
No,
5
ma'am.
never equal to 4. No? So that means this is not a solution. Right? You understand this?
Yes.
Okay. Now same way, if I take t by 5 equals to 4 and value of t is given as 20. So 20 by 5. So 5 ones are 5 fours are. Now is this equal to 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I can say that left hand side is equal to right hand side.
Yes.
Okay, this is
Yes.
the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, after putting the value of the variable. So that means this is the solution of the equation. You get it? Everyone understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now it's your turn to say. X plus 10 equals to 30. Now I'll ask you one by one. X equals to 30. Okay, this is already written, yes or no. Okay, so I'll ask you this one now. Trilokya, tell me this. P minus 3 is 7. P is 15. Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, 15 minus 3 will not be 7. So this is no. Okay, Bhavesh, tell me sixth one.
Ma'am, yes.
Yes. Okay, in place of P, if I write 10 here, so 10 minus 3 will be 7, which is equal to the right side. Okay?
Yes.
So yes. Okay. Harshit, tell me this one.
No, ma'am.
No, because in place of n, if I keep 9 here, so 9 into 3 will be 27 and not 21. So this is no. Neha. Neha,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me this one. Eighth one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in place of n, if I write 7, so 7 into 3 will be 21, which is equal to the right side. So that's yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next, Trilokya. Trilokya, tell me this element.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
No? Okay. So this is 5 into 10 will 5 into 2 will be 10 plus 3 will be 13 and not 7. So that's no. Good. Next, Harshit. Harshit, tell me this. 12th.
Ma'am, it's no, ma'am.
No. L into 1, L is 1. So 1 into
Yes,
2
ma'am.
is 2. 2 plus 3
Two.
is 5, not
Five.
7. So that's no. Okay. Bhavesh. Bhavesh, tell me. 30.
Ma'am, yes.
Yes. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 will give us 7. That's correct. So that's yes. Okay. I hope you are understanding this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, we should read these details also. Okay. This is very important. You should always read this. Shall we read? Beginning of algebra.
Yes,
It is
ma'am.
said that algebra as a branch of mathematics began about 1550 BC, that is more than 3,500 years ago, when people in Egypt started using symbols to denote unknown numbers. Okay, like X, Y, those kind of variables. Around 300 BC, use of letters to denote unknowns and forming expressions from them was quite common in India. Okay, are you understanding? No, it's simple thing written, but you should read it for your knowledge. That how the algebra began. Many great Indian mathematicians, Aryabhat, who was born in 476 AD, Brahmagupta, Mahavir, okay, and Bhaskara too, and others contributed a lot to the study of algebra. So these are the mathematicians who contributed in algebra. They gave names such as Beach, Varn, etc. to unknowns. Unknowns means the variables and used first letters of color names. So what did they use? They used the first letter of color names. Like black is Kala. We call it Kala, no? Kala Rang. So Ka for some name. Neela. So that's Neel. To denote them. The Indian name for algebra, Beej Ganit, dates back to these ancient Indian mathematicians. So we call it as Beej Ganit. The word algebra is derived from the title of the book, Algebra wal al-Mughawala, written about 825 AD by the Arab mathematician Muhammad ibn and so of Baghdad. Okay. So you should always read such things for your information, okay? Okay, this is now coming to the next part. Okay, state which of the following are equations with a variable. Give reason for you have to find which are the equation with the variable. Equations with variable. Okay, give reason for your answer. Identify the variable from the equation with the variable. Okay, Neha, tell me the first one. Is it an equation with a variable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And sir, you can say this is an equation and the variable is x. Okay, next. Trilokya, tell me next V1.
No, ma'am, it is not an equation because there is no equal to sign.
There is no equal to sign. Okay, Bhavesh, what about this? See,
No, ma'am, because it's a numerical equation.
this is an equation, but there is no variable. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, Harshit.
Mom, no, ma'am.
This is an equation. This is 10 minus. No, this is 21 minus 19. So this is not an equation, and there is no variable also. Okay. Next, who's next? Bhavesh got a turn. Trilokya, Neha. Okay, Neha, tell me about this one.
Ma'am, it's an equation.
It's an equation. Okay. Yes, there is a variable also. Okay, next, Bhavesh, tell me this.
Ma'am, it's an equation
Okay.
with
G.
variable x.
Okay, very nice. Trilokya, tell me this.
No, ma'am, it is not an equation.
Okay. Bhavesh, not Bhavesh, Harshit.
Ma'am, H1.
H.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
It's an equation. Okay. Next, Bhavesh, tell me this.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, it's not a variable.
There's no variable. Okay. Next, Neha. Neha, tell me this. J.
Yes,
Yes, Neha.
it's an equation with a variable.
It's an equation with a variable. Okay. So, see, you can see this is also an equation. The variable is y. What about this, Bhavesh?
Ma'am, k.
L.
Ma'am, it is not a variable.
It is not an equation. Okay, where there is no equal to sign, that means that is not an equation. Okay,
Yes,
here also you can say this is not an equation. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
others are equation. In this there is no variable. This is an equation with variable, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So this is now the next. Only this much is left. Okay. The class time is almost getting over. Do you all have your NCRT books with you? Everyone has? Because I want to give this to you for homework. Take it for
Yes,
homework.
ma'am, I have.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
If you don't have, okay, then I'll send you on WhatsApp. I'll take a picture of it. I'll send you on WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Pick out the solution from the values given in the bracket next to each equation. Mhm. Next to each equation, show that the other values do not satisfy the equation. Okay, we have to find that particular value of x. Now see this, understand the question. There are so many values given in this bracket, okay? You have to find the appropriate value of this variable, where the left hand side should be equal to right hand side. So what should I put the value of m so that left side becomes equal to right side?
Ma'am,
Huh?
You should
ma'am, I don't have this page in NCRT.
You don't have this page in NCRT? How come
Yes, ma'am.
that's possible? I have opened the NCRT chapter only.
Ma'am, I have a NCRT also.
But this is also
Ma'am, I did not find the page. It's not there.
not there.
And it is there for me.
I have opened the latest version of the chapter. Okay, never mind if that is not there. No matter. Look here. Bhavish, you can understand from me. Okay, it's nothing different. What you have studied, what you have studied earlier, it's just that. So, which appropriate which value of x should I of n should I take here?
12.
12, because 5 into 12 will give me 60, right? If I write 12 here, then my left hand side becomes equal to right hand side, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now tell me for this B part, which value of n I have to choose from this so that left
8,
is
ma'am.
equal to right? Yes,
8.
8. Very nice. Okay, let me ask somebody else now. Trilokya, tell me what value of P should I take from this?
Ma'am, 10.
P bit.
Yes, ma'am, 10.
Ma'am, can I?
1 second. What value of P should I write here? What value of the variable should I write? From this, from all these, which value of variable should I take so that I get my left side equal to right side? Yes, sir, Lokya, we did so many examples of,
Yes, ma'am. Isn't it 10?
huh?
10.
10. So why so confused?
Ma'am, I was saying 10, ma'am.
Okay, now see, Harshit, what should be the value of Q?
Ma'am, the Q value is 14.
Q value should be 14 because 14 by 2 will give us 7. Okay, Neha, value of R in this? Yes, Neha,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me the value of R in this.
Ma'am, the value of R is 4.
4. Good. Okay, Bhavesh, tell me the value of X in this. Yes, Bhavesh.
Um,
See, there is some negative value also, no?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, -2?
Yes, -2. Okay, because -2 plus 4 will give us 2, no? 4 minus 2 is 2.
Minus into plus equals minus.
So that's 2 equals to 2. Okay. Okay, now see this, children. I'll just show you one or two and you carry on this for the homework. Okay. I'll show you how to do this. Complete the table and by inspection, the class time is also over. Inspection of the table, find the solution to the equation m plus 10 equals to 16. So, m plus 10 equals to 16. So, for which value of m plus 10 equals to 16 you will get? Yes.
Ma'am,
See, if you put in place of m, if you put 1, so this will become 10 plus 1 plus 10, that becomes 11. Okay, this becomes 2 plus
12.
becomes 12 and so on this will become.
16,
So,
ma'am.
at what value of this will it become 16?
6, ma'am.
6, no? So, n plus 6 will become 6 plus 10 will become 16. Okay, so your value of m will be 6. Got it? This will be your value for m. You understood this? So here you have to write all these values. Now similarly here, this is also the same like that. Complete the table by inspection of the table. Find the solution to the equation. Now will you do this?
1, 7.
So do this, complete this and this one both are for homework. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
There are two more also. Okay. I'll give you this one for homework. Take this for homework and that one will be in the class only. Okay, so just find the value of t. What should be the value of t here? So that you get 35. So when you multiply t with 3, this becomes 15. 4 into 5 will become 20 and so on. So for what value of 7 into 5 will become 35. So that means the value of t is 7. Okay, you get it?
Okay.
So
Yes,
same
ma'am.
way you have to do, don't take this as a homework. This is not the homework. The below question is homework. This one, C and D part. Okay,
Yes.
I'll send you this on the WhatsApp. Right, children? Okay,
Okay,
so I
ma'am.
hope today's class was helpful to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.